farmers, welcome back to Goldcrest Valley, picking up the last of the grass from the grass field, of course. Same amount as we always get, roughly, give or take a few liters here and there. And once I get done with this, we're going to go ahead and put some lime down. This field needs it quite a bit. I haven't limed any other fields. I went around and looked. The 3 fields back at the main farm, those are actually really, really good. I think I've only gotten 1 harvest in since I put the lime down, so the lime value hasn't gone down hardly at all. The one up by the sheep, as we saw at the end of the last episode, I actually just put lime down on that one not long ago. And the field behind us is pretty darn good. And of course, we put lime down in the 2 canola fields last episode. So after we put down lime in this field here, I'm going to go ahead and empty out the lime that we got left over. And we do actually have some fertilizer down here. I'm going to put fertilizer in here and go ahead and put some fertilizer down in the grass field because it still needs that. Then, of course, we got to compact this and then cover it up. And then next month we'll be ready for silage sale. But we're probably going to wait until December/January before we sell it when it's at its peak price. Spin around here. As for the vacation home, all the comments have been coming in still about that from that episode, and we are keeping it, but I have edited the XML file. We were originally getting like $1,150 per hour. I brought that down to $600, so just about half, a little bit more than half. So actually I can see what I'm making per month now. I kind of forgot, so I'll have to go into construction, production, no, billings, where is that? Production, generators, right? Yeah, there we go. So we were making like 27,500, now we're making 14,400, which is still pretty darn good. Pretty darn good. All right, let's go around here and probably just a couple more passes here. We can cover this up. And we'll have some silage. Something else I'm going to be doing today, I think we're actually going to get some cows. Now, we do have the grazing mod installed, meaning the cows should take grass from their field out there. I did look at the cow pasture before starting the series. I really, though, kind of forgot exactly what they take for feed. Being an FS17 cow pen, I don't remember what it said. So we're going to find out here in a little while. But this can be covered, the silo. So let's jump out here. Cover this up with our lovely little light green tarp. Let's drop off the forage wagon. Let's go get the burrito spreader. I hope I got enough lime in here. I don't remember how much was left at the end of last episode. We're about to find out, though. Oh, that's going to be more than plenty to get done this grass field. And I think this would be about the right working width, somewhere in here. Now, also last episode, I was looking at the grass field behind us, which is 190,000 to buy or something like that. I kind of forgot about the grass field that's on the other side of the field in front of us. And that field there, which is also a grass field, is going for 120. So I could save up for that, but I really don't want to get too much into doing a lot of silage work. Just because it gets repetitive. I've talked about this before, and I think most of us can agree, yes, it does get repetitive after a while. So I don't want to have too many grass fields and have constantly doing some grass work. So unless we actually get a mower that can figure out the system and how long it's going to take us, I think this grass field here for now will be fine. And I think it might be better for us if I save up the money to possibly buy maybe a tractor if it comes up for sale, something bigger than the John Deere. I mean, I can still buy the grass field that's over there for 120,000. I can just plant something else in it. It doesn't have to be grass. But if I'm going to buy a field and just have anything into it, then maybe I'll buy something closer to the main farm. Which then again, I could always change that and put grass into it as well. So we'll just see how we go along with the cash. But I think upgrading or getting another bigger tractor or an upgrade for this John Deere could be in the works. Well, everything is in the works. I would like to upgrade a few things, actually. But money is tight. It's going to be a little bit tighter now since we're not making as much from the little hut that we put down. But I think what we were making, for me personally, and I think a lot of you agreed, it was too much. I did relook at the mod description on the Giants Mod Hub, and it does say the price will vary per season. But again, when I was editing the XML file, I could not find the variables for that. So I might have been looking at the wrong XML file. I have no idea. Of course, it's going to be hard to tell now because I changed the values of what we were making. So it'll take a couple months for that to sort out. I thought I was going to have plenty of lime for this field, but honestly, we are going to have plenty of lime, but I didn't think I was going to use as much as I am. Which is foolish to think because we all know you go through a lot of lime. But actually, this grass field really needed, it was in the red in some spots. Kind of weird that it was in red in some spots, and other spots it was reading light green, meaning that it was okay. It wasn't good. It wasn't great. It was just okay. Really, I think we are, for field-wise, we are done farming for the year. This grass field won't be ready again until next spring. But we will get some fertilizer down here on it in just a second. That way I don't have to worry about it through the winter months. And all the other fields are pretty much just waiting for next spring for us to plant. Let's fold that on up. Open cover. And we will empty this out. Let's see if I can put it over by the hay bales. Alright, so it kind of went on all sides, but that's alright, I guess. We do have pallet forks on our forklift, but that's up by the sheep pasture. And I will say, that little thing does move along for what it is. Let's hope we got enough fertilizer to get the job done, because I don't want to spend any money if I don't have to. But then again, whoever wants to spend money if you don't have to. Okay, so that's only 2,000. We'll see what we go through. And, oh wait, this is going to spread it a lot further, I think, right? You can see how much wider it spreads for fertilizer than it does as lime. You can see my tracks from before to what we have now. And it was mentioned that with the Massey Ferguson, I probably should put the, well, not always have narrow tires on it unless it's needed, which is true. I got kind of lazy on that. But those narrow tires look wide enough to get most field work done. But I think in real life, if you got that tractor and you want to do just regular field work and you don't need the row crop tires on there, you probably wouldn't have them on there. Yeah, we're going to have plenty of fertilizer to get this job done. Don't think I'm even going to go through a quarter of it, am I? We had 2,000, so I may use 500 liters. And other than taking care of our animals through the winter months and selling the silage in December, we really don't have much to do. So a little bit of income from the hut. But it will be nice to get that $14,000 a day. Can I narrow the working width on this? No, I cannot. Okay. I was like, what? I was hitting the buttons to narrow the working width like you can on other spreaders, and I was like, that's not narrowing down at all. That's because you can't do that, sir. Well, we are going to look, but, I mean, we know it's going to be perfect, right? I mean, with lime and fertilizer down. Perfect, perfect. It's not going to show the crop rotation score because technically the grass hasn't grown. We just mowed it. So it's got to at least get into the first growth stage to actually get a good reading on it. Alright, let's go ahead and empty out our fertilizer. We don't want the store to have it. I think I'll back into that bay and empty this on out. What I actually can do, though, I can use the front of the John Deere and gently just push these in. You know what? Might as well just do the same thing with the fertilizer. So I think if I back in there, it's going to say it doesn't have enough room. Oh, look at that. Threw it right in there for me. Thank you. I'm going to be lazy and have the store pick this up because I don't want to go back. Yes, you can take that back. Thank you. All right, let's go down, hitch up to the forage wagon so we can bring that back to the farm. But before we leave the area, we are getting ourselves 4 cattle, 4 moo-moos, and we're doing beef cattle. I think we're going to go with the 2 Angus and 2 Limousine. I'll get them at 12, not 18. We'll give them some time to get up to mature age before they start reproducing. So, yeah, let's get 2 of them because they're not that expensive. Okay, and let's get 2 of these just to mix it up. Alright, so we just spent like $5,000. Now, the one thing we don't have is any straw because I sold it all, but that's fine. We should get some liquid slurry out of it. So the one thing I gotta see is, because we do have the grazing mod on. Oh yeah, do I need to give them water? It doesn't show water there, but being a big pen, maybe they don't require it. Productivity milk straw slurry. So no, I don't have to bring them any water. Okay, they do take grass. That's good. I mean, I got hay right over here. That's 80%, and I was told, yeah, hay is good. I mean, 80% is still pretty darn good. Eventually, you know, we could possibly do TMR, but if you follow my channel long enough, I can't be on a farm in Farming Simulator without cows. It kind of, cows are my thing for some. I think it's because where I live, most of the farms where I am, it's a dairy farm for the most part. Let's go ahead and we're going to speed up some time here. And I just want to see if they're going to take grass from their field. Okay, they are not. So if that doesn't work, what I have to do is, because I would like them to take the grass from here. I think I got to go into here, construction, landscaping, plants, and meadow. And we're just going to repaint some meadow grass into here. I mean, it looks like it's already in here, but the mod says you may actually have to replace it for the mod to actually understand there's meadow grass here. So we'll give it a try. Oop, jump over the fence. If they don't, then we'll have to give them a bale of hay, I suppose. We got some right here. And let me try this again here. All right, so every 15 minutes it should recycle. Okay, that's weird that they're not getting any grass in their feed trough. Let me double check to make sure the mod is actually activated. Well, all right, let's give this one more try here. Maybe it was actually activated, so maybe I had to save the game, exit, come back in for it to work. Let's fast forward some time here. Lights are coming on. And did we get any grass into the feed trough? No, we are not. Well, all right. Well, excuse this part. I'm actually going to use super strength here. And we'll feed them once with a bale of hay. Just to see if it will take it. Alright, so yeah, we got feed in there. We'll see how 9,000 liters get us along with that many cows. Must be a big feed trough here. Well, I was kind of hoping that they would take grass out of their meadow. Maybe they will after overnight. We'll have to see here. Well, it's going to be a dark drive back home. But while I'm here, anything new in the store? The tree planter. Now, I do want to plant trees on this map, but it's something that we really don't need to buy. So it's 10,000. Whoops. If I go, I don't think it's going to be, it's still going to be way cheaper to lease it, of course. Forestry. And if I were to lease, it's 1,000. So, yeah, I'm not going to lease it like 7 or 8 times. So, I think save our money, just lease it once. Now, I still don't know if I can plant trees on this map, because when I try to buy some, it said we got too many trees on the map as it is. Let's see here. Something I need to do is, on the way back home, I need to stop and top this off with some diesel fuel. See, should be around this way. The village looks really nice at nighttime. Isn't the fuel station? Yeah, it's right here. Apparently there's no lights on at the fuel station. Hopefully they're open. Pretty sure they're open 24/7. Especially if you got a credit card on, you just swipe it in and they'll take it. So it's interesting that the real grazing mod worked for the sheep, but it's not working for the cows, or it doesn't appear to be. Let me just double check. It does show up as hay in their feed trough, right? Hay, so they can take grass. So yeah, I'm not too sure. 663 on diesel fuel. Well, I'm happy it wasn't 666, because that comes up quite often. Well, time to go on home. I'll see you in the morning of November. I don't know what we're going to do. We may be just zipping through the months, selling some silage in the winter. But of course, keeping our eye on the store page for anything of interest. The problem is now, I don't have the money like we did in the beginning. So it's going to have to be something I mean, mower probably is the only thing that we can afford. You know, I think because I am working at nighttime a little bit once in a while, I think we need a little bit more light around here on the farm. I hope I got the light mod installed for the game at least. It's a little dark here. It's not dark, but it's dark enough. Maybe a big nice light like right here will light up the whole area. Let's see, did I activate that? Lights is going to be under decorations. I do got the light pole pack mod on here. What is this? And that's not bright. It's not bright either. I know these are going to be bright. But do I need a That seems like an extreme light pole for us. But you know what? I think we'll go ahead for $600. We'll put it down. We don't need it facing the farmhouse, but I think one right here. And maybe just turn it a little bit like this so it gets the hut, the wash station, and repair center, the workshop over there. I think this will work out well. So now when I come over here to wash things, that is much better. That is much better. Alright, let's go ahead and we'll park this. Wait, isn't there lights in this shed? They're not on. What button do I use? R for the shed lights. There we go. That would be kind of an interesting thing if... We do got lights over here as well. If you got charged for leaving your lights on. There we go. Now it seems a little bit brighter around here. Alright, I'll see you in a minute. I don't know when it's going to be. I made a zip right on through until December. December, of course, we got all of the grain to sell. November, I could sell some chicken eggs, or just eggs, as most people call them. But we don't have that many, and I don't really have a way to transport them yet. So, yeah, I think might see you in December when it's time to sell some grain and the silage. Well, I was going to see you later on, but I was checking things. I kind of forgot about the sunflower field. We need to go harvest that. And I think we can just go ahead and do it with the combine harvester. We don't have to bring a trailer down because I think the whole field will fit into the combine. But the funny thing is inside the store. So, I mean, I do want to plant some trees here. And I also want to, you know, devour some trees. And they're both in here. But these would be two things I would least not buy. Because I wouldn't use that too much, I don't think. But anyways, the rain's coming. So we need to get into the combine and head on down there. What time is the rain going to be here? Let's look at the forecast. Oh, okay. So it's going to be not until 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I think I can manage. And with the header that we got and the combine that we got, should be nice and simple. So the cows went through about 500 liters of that hay that we put into their feed trough. When we get down there, I'll probably stop by and look at their grass field to see if they actually have taken anything from the field. They may not, because I can't remember with the grazing mod. I think it may only take 10% of what they need. I forgot what that says. So it's like when I got the sheep, it didn't, you know, they didn't take all the grass from their field. They only took some. But anyways, yeah, let's get down to the field, harvest some sunflowers, and we'll bring it on back. You know, like, I think this holds, what, 11,700 liters, the combine. I think we can get that entire field in. One thing I've always liked about Goldcrest Valley is the 4-lane here. Cars are passing me with ease. I got room to move over a little bit so they can get on through. I've always liked the look of this village on Goldcrest. And in a few weeks' time, I will be interested to see the new map that Giants is coming out with. I don't know if they've released any screenshots yet or not. Not too sure. I haven't noticed any. Actually, I don't even remember what the map is called. I think they released more information about the map in November that they're coming out with. Yeah, so buying this field way down here, probably not the most efficient way to buy fields. But here we are. I mean, it's almost kind of on the other side of the map for us. You're not turning up here, are you? Oh, you are, huh? Oh, come on, you can make it. I don't know if I can get around that stop sign. No, sorry. All right, I got to pay the town to put the stop sign back in, or I could put it back in. I could probably lease that shovel for $1. A nice 12-meter wide header. Of course, everything that we bought was from the used section because that's the only way we can buy stuff. Yeah, I don't think this field's going to harvest that well. I think we put... No, I think we took care of the weeds in it. So we don't have any soil sampling. The crop rotation is pretty good, so that's going to help us out a little bit. But it's such a small little field. Maybe we'll put some more... maybe not this year, this upcoming year. I thought about putting like alfalfa or clover into it because we don't actually have to mow it. I think you can harvest it as well. And I think someone did also mention that. Let's see here. If I just go to here to my headers. Yeah, the clover. The clover we can harvest, but not the alfalfa. So what does clover sell for? Oh, I'm not going to show there. I'm in my stock market. We don't have any clover yet. Clover, clover, clover. Clover hay, clover. Well, it's not going to be windrowed or hay windrowed. So if I were to harvest clover in a combine harvester, what do I do with it? Can I not sell it unless it's windrowed? Well, that is very interesting. I guess what I could do a little bit of a test. I can go on the test map, which I haven't been able to get on because I haven't had time, is just get a trailer and throw some clover in there and see if I can sell it somewhere straight as clover. Yeah, we're going to get this whole field into the combine. Not a problem. I keep forgetting about this field. I think it's just because I haven't really worked in it that much. Like I said, the only thing we've done to it so far is after we bought it, we sprayed it for weeds, and that was pretty much it. But we did miss it. We're going to get the harvest in. Looks like we're going to get 6,000 liters off this field. And I have no idea what sunflowers sell for. Maybe, is it 800? I want to say 800 maybe per 1,000. We don't own any production buildings to bring it to make anything with it. And I'm trying not to really get involved on productions on Goldcrest, other than possibly the VGA and the power plant. So this Class Tryon with this corn header doesn't really have any issues at all running this. But every time I put this header on the Ideal Combine family, we ran it on no man's land. I had problems with that combine running it. I have problems with the modded Ideal Combine on Hinterland running it. Not too sure why, but Part of me thinks it's the way the header mounts onto the combine and maybe digging into the ground somewhat. Gotta be at more of an angle. Can I get this all in one pass? Not quite. Probably overlapped a little bit too much on some of the rows. I think most farmers call that the row of shame, because you can't get it, and you always fight with yourself. Is it worth it to go back and get that row? Well, we're going to go ahead and take care of it because it's such a small field. Now, we are going to have to take care of the animals today. I do believe the sheep are going to require some water. But as for the cows and the chickens, everyone else is looking just fine. So the cows are producing slurry. No manure because we didn't put any straw. They don't have any bedding. So we were at what? Just what do I call it? 7,300 liters when I started this row. Will I get up to 7,400? Does not look like it. Although at the other end we do got where it goes from one row to two rows just for a little bit. We might actually hit 7,400. Nope. It teased just enough. Alright, you want to fold that header on up, please? Whoops, it was folding on up. Just takes a second. Alright, we'll have to go back with the combine open. You can't close the combine up when you got grain in there. And I think instead of taking the main road, I may go back differently. And come on, you can make it through. Okay, I'm either hitting the car or the pole, but as you can see, I'm not really hitting anything. Alright, maybe I will take the main road back because that's 2-lane and I don't have to deal with traffic. And where I wanted to go, there is plenty of traffic. Oh no, car, just give me a second, will you please? Goldcrest Valley is a nice village, but the drivers around here not too considerate or polite with the farming equipment, it seems like. I see the train coming. Do I risk it? Nope. Not gonna risk it. I think I would have made it through. But if I didn't, right now I'd be in the air, headed that direction, I think. Alright, let's go dump this into the silo. Actually, I checked last month on all the other products that we're going to be selling. I did not check on sunflower though. And this tree will be going, I think, when I cut down the others. Can I sneak through here? No, I cannot. Uh-oh. And now we're almost stuck. Not quite. Is that gonna be enough? Okay, I can get in that way. And that's why I didn't want to get the auger wagon that was for sale about half a year ago or so in game. Alright, so while that's loading on up, sunflowers in March. And yeah, I was pretty darn close. 807. Alright, so the eggs, like I said, I could sell some eggs. We get about $2,000 for them. I really don't have a way to transport the eggs yet, so I think we'll hold off on to that. Then we'll get more next year. Let's see here. But everything else is going to be January for the cereal grain. We're going to sell most of the wheat. Well, we will probably keep about 20,000 for the chickens, which is more than what we need. But better safe than sorry. And then we'll sell all the rest of the barley, all the oats, all the canola. The wool will be in May, right? Yep. Chaff, which turns into silage, so we got to wait on that. The grass is up by the sheep pen. We got that hay, but now that's going to be for the cows, and we do got some slurry. But yeah, we're going to hold on to the slurry, and we may use that in the future for fertilizer. So let's go bring this back. We're going to take the Massey Ferguson. We're going to put the I don't know when I got that. Was it wide tires that were on there or standard tires? I may go with wide tires and weights. Just so, because I had a couple of issues with the Massey Ferguson and it getting a little bit light in the front. So we'll put some wide tires with weights on there if I didn't have it before. And we got at least a water tanker. Smallest one will do. And we'll go give the sheep some water. And I do want to check on the moo cows and their grass field. To see if they did take any grass from there. I think what I need to do in this centerpiece as well, but I think we'll wait until next spring, is we'll pretty this up. We'll get rid of these bushes, put down some nice looking grass, possibly, maybe some flowers or something. Alright, let's grab the S6. I don't know what the rest of the numbers are. 713. Not really sure what the... Oh, wait. Does the 13 stand for 130 horsepower? Is that what that stands for? Because I think this is roughly about 130 horsepower. No, that's 150, so I don't know exactly what the how the model numbers works on the Massey Ferguson. Yeah, but let's get some bigger tires on here, even though those are narrow tires. They are some nice ones. Let's go ahead and customize. Let's go with the Michelin tires. And that is a wide tire. Wide tire with the weights will cost $3,200. What did I have on there before? Okay, so there are narrow tires on the Trelleborg. Interesting. Standard we don't have to pay for. So those are just wheel weights. Wide tires and... Oh, wide tires and weights. I don't have to pay nothing for Trelleborgs. Were they on there before? Well, either way, we're going to customize it. That's what we want. I'd rather get the ones where I don't have to pay for. Alright, and then in the store, just double check. Yeah, nothing there. Water tanker for the animals. And we know this one will do. Lease it for like 500 bucks. Oh, 153. Okay, that's even better. Alright, down to the store. But before we go to the store, we're going to swing past the cow barn and just have a look around to see how they're managing themselves. Now, of course, the cows that we got, those are beef cattle. A couple episodes ago, I struggled with that word, beef cattle. I was like, what's the term I'm looking for? And I think I said meat cattle. Still the same thing, in a way. But yeah, but they're not going to produce any milk whatsoever. At least I don't think they should. I don't think I've ever really done beef cattle. I've always gone with Holsteins for the milk. But this time we're just going to go with the beef cattle. And I don't know when the best time to sell beef cattle is. So any comments below would help me out. When how old do they have to be? Don't tell me how much you can get for them, unless you know what I can get for them on hard economy. Because if you say, oh, you can get like say 5,000 for them, and I sit at 2,000. I sit at 2,000. It's like I can't get up to 5,000. Then we realize, well, we're playing on different economies. That's why. So, yeah, how old is the max price you get? I'm going to guess like 5 years old, maybe, possibly. Let's skip in front of that car there. All I know is the cows went through feed last night. But does not look like they're actually taking any grass from their meadow. Which is okay. It's not that big of a deal. Luckily we got some hay bales here. And that should last them through the springtime to where we can get some more hay. And the sheep are not in dire need of it either. The only issue is I don't want to use super strength to feed the cows. I just did that last night because I was expecting to get some feed from the grass. But that was a no-go. And I didn't want to go all the way up to the sheep pen and bring down the forklift. I mean, even though that thing moves at a decent pace, not at that time of night. Wasn't quite the plan. Yeah, so here's the grass field to our left. That's going for 120,000 compared to the other grass field, which of course is bigger, but that is going for 191,000, I believe. Yeah, if you wonder why I'm going a long way around, just trying to actually avoid the curbs. And on the way up to the sheep, we'll have a look at the alfalfa and clover. Probably should have my beacons on here. Every time I go by there, I keep thinking, I gotta stop there sometime and just listen to see what they're talking about on the radio. And then I never really get around to it. Yeah, I want to go up this little dirt path right there, but I want to quickly come over and look at, I forgot which one's which. Can't remember if this is the alfalfa or clover. There's our little hut. But it definitely has grown. And this is the alfalfa. Crop rotation is 105%. Yield is going to be pretty good, 128%. So it must be some pretty good soil around here. Okay, let's turn around and go up the dirt path, sorry. And go on down to, I guess we can call it a lake. I think it's big enough to be called a lake. And maybe not. Maybe I better get another good look at it. It might be just a pond. Yeah, I would say more like a pond. Actually, that's not that bad of an angle right there. Actually, it might be steeper than what it looks. Yes, I know there is a water fill point up by the sheep, but we got to pay for that. Go. And of course here. Oh yes, you can definitely see the clover. It looks like it's getting ready to flower, but with winter coming, not too sure what's going to happen to it. Let's go up here and see how the sheep are doing. See how much grass they got left. You can see the pallets of wool starting to pile up. And there's our lovely little forklift right over there. Alright, so we still, I mean, there's a lot of bales here, but that doesn't mean that they're full bales. They could be all have like 100 liters left in it or something. That's got 1,500 left into it, 19, 26. 25, so you guys got plenty of grass for a while. But I think we actually have doubled or tripled. We bought 2 apiece, right? So that would have been 8. So are we up to... Are we up to 24? Yes, we are up to 24. So we bought 2 of each. 2 of each. So 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, so they are reproducing. Now you guys got a full trough of water, right? It didn't run out. Nope, you're all good. Sheep are happy. We are happy. And I think we will be next episode as well, because we're going to bring in some cash. How much cash can we actually expect to bring in? So it says here we got almost just shy of $200,000, but that's going to be a lot better because chaff hasn't been fermented over to silage yet. So that price will go up. It says max value for chaff is 8,000, but that'll probably jump up when it turns over to silage. We'll get like 50,000 maybe. Usually we get about 30 to 40,000, but since we're going to sell it at the prime time when it's silage, we should be getting a lot better price than that. Roughly what we're going to get. And anything else? Well, we won't be selling the wool until May, but you get the picture. I think we'll probably maybe bring in 150,000, which will be nice because we might be able to buy something. We are close to the top of the hour, so we'll just wait here just for a moment. I'll actually speed up time. We should earn $600 every hour now from the hut. So let me just speed up time here. So we should get up to 34,679. Okay, I lost $1 somewhere, but 34,678. So yeah, we are just making $600 an hour rather than the 1,150, I think it is. But anyways, that's gonna do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in Goldcrest Valley. But until then, have a good one.